For the past century, every chess grandmaster tends to develop a preference for specific openings that align with their strategic style, strengths, and psychological approach to the game. These favorite openings are often refined over years of study and practical experience, forming a core part of their repertoire. For some, it's about solid positional foundations. For others, it's aggressive initiative and tactical complexity. These opening choices aren't just stylistic, they shape how the entire game unfolds and reflect the psychological battle that grandmasters bring to each board, thereby inspiring upcoming chess aspirants. Let's begin with five-time world champion Magnus Carlsen, who went on to dominate the chess world for over a decade with peak FIDE rating of 2,882 by winning multiple World Rapid and Blitz championships. What makes Carlsen unique is his universal playing style, as he is equally skilled in tactical complications, strategic maneuvering, and endgame precision. With white, Carlsen preferred Ruy Lopez of Berlin defense variation as it aligns perfectly with his playing philosophy: solid, strategic, and deeply positional. The Berlin defense, often reached by the moves e4, e5, nf3, nc6, bb5, nf6, d3, bc5, takes c6, takes c6 and castle. It is known for its rock-solid structure and early queen trades, leading to a simplified middle game and complex endgames. While many players avoid the Berlin due to its reputation as drawish, Carlsen embraces it. Next up, Anatoly Karpov, the 12th world champion, was known for his strategic mastery, preferring calm, methodical positions that would gradually build up into overwhelming advantages. Unlike aggressive or tactical players, Karpov excelled at subtle pressure, maintaining a steady, almost imperceptible advantage until it became overwhelming. Semi-Slav defense was a perfect opening for Karpov's style, as white, characterized by moves d4, d5, c4, e6, nc3, nf6, nf3, c6, combined solid structure, counterattacking potential, and strategic complexity, all elements that he thrived on. It is similar to Queen's Gambit, where black would complete development by taking c4, which is a hallmark of Karpov's style. This list also includes another five-time world champion, that is Viswanathan Anand, who is adept at speed and intuition in rapid formats, which earned him the nickname the Lightning Kid. Anand's impact on chess in India is profound. His successes have inspired a new generation of players and contributed to the country's growing prominence in the chess world. Apart from Berlin defense, Vishy Anand's preference for the Richter-Rosser variation of Sicilian defense is eminent, as it is full of tactical opportunities, such as piece sacrifices, pins, and dynamic pawn structures, followed by moves e4, c5, nf3, d6, d4c, takes d4, knight, takes d4, nf6, nc3, nc6, bg5, where this bg5 move defines the Richter-Rosser attack. White puts immediate pressure on the knight on f6, threatening to double black's pawns and eventually build a strong kingside attack. Next up is the former #1 and five-time US champion, Hikaru Nakamura, who has over 3 million subscribers and accumulated over 1 billion views from his YouTube channel, GM Hikaru, where he engages with his audience through commentary and lessons. His entertaining approach has contributed to a surge in chess's popularity online. Speaking of the openings, Hikaru Nakamura often preferred the Réti opening, followed by moves nf3, d5, b3, nf6, because it aligns with his hyper-modern style and offers flexibility, allowing him to avoid deep theoretical battles while still steering the game into rich, strategic territory. Also, the Réti can transpose into many different setups: English, King's Indian attack, Catalan, or even Queen's Gambit structures, depending on how black responds. Followed by his compatriot Fabiano Caruana, often noted for his meticulous opening preparation and exceptional calculation skills. Magnus Carlsen has praised Caruana's edge in calculations and opening preparation, describing him as undogmatic and a formidable opponent, featuring the 2018 World Chess Championship bout. Apart from Ruy Lopez or Sicilian, Fabiano played the infamous English opening, as he can often steer the game into less conventional and less deeply analyzed territory, where his opponent may not have the same depth of preparation, giving Caruana a psychological edge. Next up, the reigning classical world chess champion Gukesh, making him the youngest world champion in history, aged 18 years, and his triumph marks a new era for Indian chess, continuing the legacy of former world champion Viswanathan Anand. Then, Gukesh has expressed a preference for the King's Indian defense because it aligns well with his aggressive and dynamic style of play. The King's Indian defense is a hyper-modern opening, characterized by the moves nf3, d5, g3, nf6, bg2, where black may play setups like the King's Indian defense, Caro-Kann, or French defense. White can choose different move orders and setups that suit their style, leading to an adaptable and dynamic position, which allows him as white to adapt to different opponents and challenges. Finally, the longest reigning classical world champion in history, Garry Kasparov, whose influence continues to shape the world of competitive chess, such as his infamous match against the IBM supercomputer Deep Blue in 1997, and he still remains a global ambassador for the game, despite devoting time in politics. Speaking about the interplay of strategy, leadership, and intelligence, Kasparov played the Queen's Indian defense the most throughout his 4-decade illustrious career, followed by moves d4, nf6, c4, e6, nf3, b6, a3, bb7, nc3, d5, as it increases white's control over the central dark squares by preparing to fianchetto from the queen's bishop, with the opening deriving its name from this maneuver. That's it folks, since other prominent grandmasters' preference is more or less the same compared to their contemporaries. And if you like the video, please do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button to know more about chess.